Coming to you live from Detroit, Michigan, USA. Welcome to another edition of In My House, hosted by T. Carlita, where the true stories are told and great music is played. Tonight's show, in studio guest is artist and producer Six Foe is here to tell how hip-hop meets techno and more. The playlist on tonight's show is definitely ghetto tech inspired. And also we're going to have some classic house music and some classic techno music. So get ready to experience this week's episode of In My House. And I am your host, T. Carlita.
Hair Wars. This is Hump the Grinder, rocking your box.
Calendar for the charity cruise event of the summer. Multiple Sights and Sounds presents Cruising for a Cause. Saturday, October 18th, 3 p.m. till 10 p.m. at Goodyear Ballpark. All bikes, trikes, hot rods, mods, rides, and tuners are welcome. Enjoy family fun, food, and entertainment. Don't snooze on this cruise. We're cruising for a cause. Proceeds to benefit Children's Hospital of Phoenix. That's Saturday, October 18th at Goodyear Ballpark. For info, call 602-377-3063 or visit us on the web at forevercruising.com.
What are you thinking about right now? You're probably thinking about going on vacation. Well, let Humphrey's Luxury Travel make your travel plans. This portion of In My House is being brought to you by Humphrey's Luxury Travel, serving all of your travel needs. From the simplest of getaways to the most luxurious vacations. Call Celia Humphreys at 602-377-3076. That's Celia Humphreys at 602-377-3076. Or email us at celia.freeze@outlook.com.
What you like?
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 What you like? What you like?
What you like?
What you like?
What you like?
What you like?
What you like?
What you like?
What you like?
What you like?
What you like?
What you like?
What you like?
What you like?
What you like?
What you like? What you like?
What you like?
What you like?
What you like?
What you like?
What you like?
What you like?
What you like?
What you like?
What you like?
What you like?
What you like?
What you like?
What you like?
What you like?
Y'all just heard a mix by our man over in Bordeaux, France. Bonjour, merci. Brother 6-4 is in my house.
Yes, sir.
What's
6
up?
Mix, baby.
Wow.
Here in the house
Yes,
with
yes.
Miss Tina Nelson.
Isn't that so nice?
Yep, it sure is.
So check it. Now you heard that mix, and you, as soon as it started, you knew exactly which one it was. That means you know your record, you know your music, don't you?
Oh yeah, man. You know what? And I wasn't sure if that he knew about that record.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a mystery every time different demographics, especially over in Europe, play your music. You know, it's a real compliment to who you are as an artist and what you have put down. And I thank him for that, man. Deformer has been my friend for a minute. And when he sent me the mix for my radio station online, w6mxradio.com, and it's awesome. He's always done a great job in mixing my records and all other records too. But it's weird when you just hear all yours. You know, I wouldn't do that for myself because it would seem vain.
Yeah, like that selfish mother sucker.
Right, there's other stuff out there.
Yeah, you ain't gonna play all his shit.
That's excellent. Wow.
Right. See, there you go. Surprise, got you. Because when you said you were gonna send me some music, I'm like, no, I got this. It was already planned. So let's talk about your name. 6-4.
Yeah, 6-4. 6 stands for 6 fucking over everything.
Okay, that's what it means. All right. Thank you for that education. I appreciate that. And everybody knows. So let's talk about this ghetto tech thing. This you know, how hip hop met techno. Henceforth came the name. So break it down. Tell us the story.
Well, it's not so much hip hop meets techno.
Okay.
Because hip hop is a lifestyle.
True.
You know, hip hop is not music. It's rap over Detroit techno music.
Okay.
Detroit artists rapping over Detroit techno music, which is a compliment to our producers and what they do, that we would take their music and decide to spit those hot 16s over what they doing. You know, Mike Banks records or Juan Atkins records or Blake Baxter record. You know what I'm saying? Take those samples, of course, with their permission. But it's all Detroit love. You know, it's 100%, 1,000% a Detroit product.
Mm-hmm. So how'd you get involved? How'd you get started in it, doing it?
Well, I kid with people. I say, well, you know, I started what they call ghetto tech. It wasn't called ghetto tech then. It was just what I said it was. It was me rapping over techno beats because techno beats are instrumental. So by me being an MC, first nature, that's good for me. And it allowed me to be able to spit over tracks that the average MC can't spit over because they're so used to rap beats where I can go both. I can go at 158 beats a minute, or I can go at 135, or I can go at 90.
Wow. How do you do 135?
135 is like a 2 Live Crew record. You know that the way they would, you know how that's like slow to us. You know when you hear like one of the records that the DJs play here real fast, and I heard it and I said I ain't know it was that slow.
Oh, okay.
And it was Do Wah Diddy.
Okay.
And it was do I did diddy do so growing up I got accustomed to hearing it that fast, and then when I heard it at its regular speed, it was boom 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 boom. It wasn't boom 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 boom.
Okay.
But hearing that drum beat, that was embedded in our minds.
Right.
Because the DJs played it so fast.
Right.
So now when I'm going to the studio, when I take a Juan Atkins record, I want to drop some heavier 808 beats behind it, so people can feel a thump in their car.
Right.
Because I'm about to go ham on the mic.
You know what is it about now? Growing up in Detroit, we have a whole different style. What is it about Detroit? You know, why do we like it so fast? Where'd that come from? I mean, Motown wasn't fast, but then when you got into the other kind of music, it's fast.
I think it came from the disco era and George Clinton, P-Funk, you know, making you dance, reviving that spirit. I think at that time a new musical spirit had came upon Detroit. When we start getting hold to the P-Funk records and stuff like that, because dancing is a spirit, and when you dancing, you free, and it just embodies something so much more different than just hearing a rap record. So if you born and raised in Detroit, that's that freedom. You have a free spirit of dance already embedded in your psyche.
Right.
Because that was our culture. Nat Moore said, "What's the name of this town?
Geek Town."
You know, so
automatically,
and on that show, they dancing.
Yeah.
It's all at a fast beat, and because we are programmed to beat into rhythm, we caught on to that. Fast money, fast life, everything fast.
Right.
And,
Fast Freddy.
Yeah, right. Fast Freddy. Shouts out to Fast Freddy, who I used to always just love to see when he came down the line on the scene, and I get my little coat, and when he threw his, I threw mine, and I thought I was doing something.
And he's still throwing that coat too.
Yes.
So tell me what is, I know emceeing is an art for sure.
That's
so
right. Skills.
What dictates you as an MC? What's involved in becoming a good one?
What's involved in becoming a good MC, and this ain't for every rapper, because there's a lot of major artists who need to really take notes because they put out a lot of crap. I mean, a good MC chooses his words carefully, and you add substance to it. That's why we used to call it dropping science. Because you about to drop some knowledge, and in spite of everything you saying, there better be a ends to the means, and it ain't got to always be death or dope or women. If you can get my attention without all of that, like Rakim, you know what I'm saying? You want people to be able to repeat what you said to anybody, and as an MC, when you are writing, it is incumbent upon you to be very thoughtful when you putting them words down, because words have an effect over people's lives. And when you put garbage on records, that garbage is being dumped into their subconscious, and then they react. I got a song where I say, yeah, they hot, speaking about the masses. Yeah, they hot because they keeping us cold, draining our minds, draining our souls. Pump that shit that keeps them stupid, then turn on the news and watch them lose it. Because that's what that penmanship do when you put it to that pad. And if you just gonna get high and drunk and go in the studio and think that you about to spit a dope story and that qualifies you as an MC, no, you are not an MC. MC, cause I'm telling you, I'm an MC. When me and Proof, MC Maximum, rest in peace, when we would be rapping, it wasn't about a car. It wasn't about money. It was about us. I'm so dope that I can't talk about nothing else. It's too much about me to tell you about, because I got skills. I'm a wordsmith. I'm an etymologist when it comes to words. I think about it very hard before I, even in the midst of a freestyle. What am I going to say that's going to let this person carry with them to say to themselves, yeah, outside of what he do with the JIT records, that boy the real deal.
Right.
And anybody who's ever been in the studio with me know that I am the truth. And dog, your career will be proof. You couldn't see me even if we were spitting in the same booth. This Detroit East Sider will make it hard where you can't breathe. Flow so cold when I freestyle, I get a brain freeze. I'm hot and you not, and that's the whole point. You couldn't catch a buzz if I let you smoke the whole joint. My lines are so high, I can't write this shit down. I gotta freestyle to prevent burning this bitch down. I move crowds like tear gas and riot dogs. With the noise I'm about to bring, it don't take much to quiet y'all. See, it's just natural for me.
And you were telling a story.
And that's nothing that I would normally go to the studio and just lay.
Right.
That's stuff that when I was in concert, I would do for the crowd. You know, they got to the point where we know 6 in a minute. He gonna cut the beat and he just about to go wild because I'm more than just dance music.
And that's what I asked you. I said, do I need to play some music? You like, no, I can do it without it.
Nah, yeah, because I'm a real MC. Detroit is home of the gifted MCs. That's why on the BET Cypher, D12 and Royce to 5'9" always rip it.
Yeah,
they tear running them up. I mean, run is run, but Detroit rips the Cypher on B. I think people tune in just to see D12 and Royce and them rip that Cypher.
I think you're right. Too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to D12, Denine. Me and Denine go back too. We lived around the corner. He was on Beaconsfield, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them cats. Shouts out to IQ. Proof used to always tell me about Marshall. I never got a chance to meet him.
Yeah, you were telling me
but he
that.
used to always, he never ever called him Eminem. He used to always say, man, you need to meet Marshall. And
he never called him Eminem.
No, he never called him Eminem. He never told me I need to meet Eminem.
Okay.
He said, man, you need to meet Marshall, man. You need to come by one day, man, and let's go over to the shop. And, you know, I want to introduce you to him one day, man.
Wow.
And I never got a chance to get over there to meet him. Doing bass music, you know, the grind was different, you know, than a rapper. And I was blessed to be doing electronic music because I was in a city that already embraced what I was doing. So it wasn't that hard for me to get on. I went internationally instantly.
Right. Yeah, dealing with Detroit and that's like best of two underground worlds coming together, collaborating hard.
Yeah, man, this is like the melt. This is a mecca. I mean, the distributors. I mean, you don't have to get a major label. You know, Blake Baxter was a distributor.
He was here too.
Right. Shouts out to Blake. My first record label, and Proof is the one who got me that deal with Blake Baxter.
You said they're related.
Yep, that's his cousin.
Wow.
He said, man, I'm gonna introduce you to my cousin. Man, he got a label, and he do that overseas shit. And this, and I played him a record that I had recorded while I was down south, and we jumped on the Cadillac Harper bus and went straight down there when Blake had his studio over the Coney Island on Griswold.
Yeah, Blake Baxter was on here, and he's a real he's the truth too.
Oh yeah, real. Blake, my man. You know Blake, and that would have been a great mix.
Yeah,
but I was so hyped, and you know Blake. Blake is. Yeah, I'm up there. I'm 100. Blake is.
He's here. He's a little more here.
I know Blake used to see me like, man, just calm. Oh, you
yeah, he is a lot. Yeah. I could see the fusion there.
Blake was my man though, man. Blake, we did some good tracks together, and I learned a lot from Blake.
Now, what was the name of the first one you said? You told me the name of it.
Me and Blake, we did a record called Freaky Time.
Okay, right.
And,
okay. Is that still around somewhere?
Is it on
YouTube somewhere by now?
I don't think so. But Blake, I know he still has it.
I'm sure he does.
And we did that, and then he introduced me to Mike Banks over at Submerge, and I was highly impressed. You know, I just came off of Bellmark Records, so I was on a major label, but I was impressed seeing brothers, you know, running this. Yeah, and you know.
And still running it.
You know, so shouts out to Submerge, Mike Banks, King Home veteran. I'm a King Home baby too.
Okay.
It was wonderful seeing that. And then he introduced me to he told me to meet Ade. I met Ade at Tyrone Bradley's convention when he did the DJ meet over at the African American Museum.
Okay.
We shook hands. He already knew who I was. Told me to come by the studio, and that's how What You Like and Throw came about.
Okay.
DJ Godfather, I met him when he was just DJing under DJ Hurricane, bless you, at Legends. You know, now he's doing phenomenal things. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I remember Legends.
And he was familiar with it. I got a chance to do some records with Database. That's what a Seasons.
That's Seasons
record,
from
Database
Seasons
Records.
Came from
Database. Yup. One of their biggest, from what the comments say on YouTube.
Okay.
One of their biggest. You know, just like one of their.
So I do have a question though. I know, like, New York rap, they rap about life and things like that. So why is it that the majority of the ghetto tech music is, you know, ass, titties, this, that, and this?
Because
and
we
that?
nasty.
Okay.
We always thinking about freaking and fucking and sucking. That's on the mind. That's on our mind. And that's the release for it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
I'll just be honest. You know what I'm saying?
I asked, and I knew you would.
I think about fucking, and I come up with a record.
Okay, y'all. Look, this is an internet show, and we keeping it real. This is what you do in the house. You never know what people gonna say. Oh Lord. Okay, so I had to ask that question. I was just wondering.
Just lyrical porn stars when it comes to.
Oh, lyrical porn
I'll
stars.
call
That's
it that.
good.
You know, we
That's
lyrical
good.
porn stars.
Lyrical porn stars. I like that. Okay, I'll go with that. Lyrical
I'm
porn
Lexington Steele. No.
Okay, I understand now, and for all of the listeners, now you know why. And you know, there's a guy. He was on the show a little while ago, and they just did the Charivari thing in the park. His name is Todd Johnson, Clark Drive, and he has this book. You might want to look at this book. It's called Nasty as I Am. Okay. And he got a T-shirt. You know, we got to talk to you. We're gonna get you a T-shirt. It's Nasty Detroit, and it's got 69 on it. I'm sure you'll wear that proudly.
Oh wow.
Wow is right. All right, so what's happening? What we got? What we got coming up? What we working on?
Well, wow. Over the last 2 years, I've had a slew of releases. Shouts out to Captain Cadillac at Booty Call Records in Paris, France. We did a track called Booty Up, Booty Down, and that's on now on Captain Cadillac's and on my page, and he actually garnered like 15 remixes for that one track, one in particular by Marvy the Pimp over there on Booty Call Records in Paris, France. That's a banger. DJ Static in Chicago, he was like 16 when he produced a track for me called Ghetto Techno. That's out. I got it's a lot under my name, Six Mix and Six Foe. I have a liberation hip hop album called from my group, The Rogue State, where it's just talking about just black conscious music. You know, I call it the return of the black man, and we really talking about some political issues. That's the activist side of me.
That's the activist.
Outside all of what I do, you know, I have a heart for my community, and there's some things that's aching us. And I'm just one of the only Detroit rappers so far who bring attention to the issues. When our city council had did a bold move on the paratransit community, I recorded a record called Something Stinks in Detroit that called out Charles Pugh and those council members, and it got so popular that Detroit News did a story on it, and it was WHPR TV 33 who broke the record. Okay. Richard Harrison broke it on his show. And it rung so hard that they changed their mind. They went back and changed their vote on that issue.
That's what, and you know what? That's what we have to do. We really need to get, you get their attention, you get them in, but once you have their ear, now let's educate them at the same time. And that's one thing that you do different from a lot of people, and that's good.
Yeah, well, and that's because I'm a real MC. And I have to bring subject and substance to what I'm going to do. Your life have to mean something for somebody else too.
That's true.
And for me, I found it in social justice and marching and you know, I don't do the writing of letters too much. You know, I'm of the mindset of Stokely Carmichael, not Martin Luther King. No pun, but you know.
A little more radical than the other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. And that's because in this day and age, for what is going on, especially through music, you know, hip hop. In one of my records, I say, hip hop is fine. It's rap that needs to rebirth. Hip hop is fine. They keep saying hip hop. It ain't hip hop. It's rap, and it's the seclusion of it that is all one thing. Where when I was coming up, it was, if you wanted to feel proud about being black, you had X-Clan, and you had Just Ice, and you had Public Enemy. You had an array of artists who would cater to that. If you wanted to be freaky, you had the 2 Live Crew, and you had the other Luke and everybody else. If you wanted to feel gangster, you had the West Coast. If you wanted to shake your booty, you had the R sound, the Miami bass sound, and the Atlanta bass sound.
True.
Music was so much broader then. Now it's just like one thing, and they got everybody on this one subject, And we didn't even go that far out. You know, there was always a means to what we were doing. If you bought the album, you heard some conscious records on there. Every record wasn't about the doom and gloom of who we are. A lot of that is about the success of who we are. That's why I like the Ghetto Boys. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to the Ghetto Boys.
Yes.
You know, I love the Ghetto Boys because they have always kept it real in their music. And that's what we got to do. And being in social justice, that helps me stay committed to making sure my pen don't waver when it comes to addressing the issues. I have a record that I recorded one time, and I said, look at this melanin, peep my pasta. Me love Jah, so I recognize what the rosters. Educate my people so them won't box us. We Oshawa seed, none of them can stop us. We unite and they will fall. No planet will prosper without us at all. So they wish to annihilate us. That's why they let those alphabets violate us. But don't you let nobody shoot you, whether them be in the hood or them wear blue suits. I have a right to defend myself against any invasion. And that don't sit well with some Caucasians. As time progressed, they try to make us less, and every time we come together, them crackers turn up the stress. Now you see why I sit back and burn up the cess.
Wow. Well, my man 6'4", how can somebody reach you? I know you got a Facebook page, but do you have any other ways that people can contact you?
Yep, you can contact me on my Facebook page at 6mix.64. SIXMIXX.SIXFOE, or you can email me at 6SIXHEMIXX 6hemix at hotmail.com. Bookings, we still doing shows. You know, we do throw. You know, we
Good.
tear it up, which it wasn't intended, and I'm always saying it wasn't intended for me to wreck shit with throw. It wasn't intended because they just wanted the instrumental to be the bomb. But by me performing and owning it, because anything that I'm featured on, I'm going to own it like it's mine.
Well,
Because
all right.
I am just as equally responsible for the success or the failure of that particular product.
Right.
So when Throw was released, I was doing my thing with it, you know. That's why it's Mr. Dave featuring 6'4", but it's 6'4" on the vocals. So I was able to go and do a lot of things with groups like the Two Live Crew, Red Team Entertainment. Shouts out to Monte Cristo. That's who I've been working with over the last 2 years. Who's been phenomenal with helping me with the online presence. Actually, he the one set it up for me to do the live at the strip club. You know,
All right.
said let's do something different. So shouts out to Red Team Entertainment.
All right.
And yeah, we just, you know, we still doing it, you know.
Well,
and
I know you are, and I appreciate you coming on the show. I appreciate you responding, reacting, and spitting the knowledge like you have been. Much continued success to you. And now that I know the song, I was a fan all the time. I just didn't know it was you.
No.
I had no idea.
Well, a lot of people don't know my face. And
That's
one thing's
cool.
for sure, because I never wanted to be famous. That never was my goal.
Well-
I just wanted to make hot music and be respected for what I do.
And you are doing just that. So we're going to listen to some, I have this kind of
Oh, yeah.
interesting. Yes, sir.
Don't forget cdbaby.com.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Go on CD Baby, look up 6'4". My latest album, Bass from the Great Lakes.
All right. Cool.
That's on there, and it's new jit records on there. There's a couple of rap tracks on there too. So that's 15 bangers on there for you.
Cool. All right. We're going to get that. 6'4". Find them on Facebook. Thanks again. Right now, I got this little clip by this Thump Productions. It's real interesting. They went on the streets of Detroit during one of the movement festivals, and they proposed a question about what is techno. So you're going to be interesting to see what some of these people thought techno is and what it means. So we're going to check that out. And then after that, we're going to listen to some back-to-back UR. I'm not going to tell you the names of the songs yet, but that's coming up. Then I'll come back and say goodnight. Yeah. 6'4" is out.
Techno is a form of electronic dance music
that emerged in Detroit, Michigan.
During the mid to late 1980s,
Characterized by fast synthesizer rhythms,
high
energy beats, and heavy use of samples.
Techno is music.
Dance music.
Is a completely adaptable media.
It's the expression of the individual soul.
Is a form of not necessarily music, but a lifestyle.
It's the spirit of the machine embodied in music.
Sounds like this. It makes you feel good.
Big fish, little fish, box. Bang, 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 bang.
Boom, 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 boom.
Boom, 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 boom. You know, something happy. You know, you get it, the good life. You know.
Nope.
Detroit created techno.
From Detroit.
Detroit.
Belleville. I'll go to Detroit.
I'm not sure that techno technically came from Detroit because Pink Floyd built and used their own synthesizer.
Techno came from, I think, the black people, right? Kraftwerk, I think. It started in Germany.
Techno originated from Kraftwerk. However, here in the United States, it is a Detroit phenomenon.
Sure there is a proper answer to this?
I have no idea.
Well,
Kevin
here-
Saunderson, Juan Atkins,
Yes. Very
Derek
good
May.
stuff. Yeah.
They're grandpa techno.
Everybody knows that.
If techno were an animal, it would be a lizard because lizards stand out. Like they, you know, that's a standout animal. Like, you know, you see a lizard, you like, okay, we don't usually see a lizard, but I'm gonna keep looking at this lizard.
I'd say a manta ray. It's like sleek and
Jaguar. No, I'm sorry, a Black Panther.
Probably an eagle because it's flat.
I think it would be a rat smelling the dirt.
Actually, techno is like every kind of animal. A robot.
But robotic animal.
It's a robot one. You know what he's my favorite?
Sounds like Fowlkes records.
Carl Craig.
Oh man, well, Dan Bell.
Marco Corolla.
Oh my god, Damon Wild.
TJ Sakari.
Obviously Richie Hawtin.
Mike Dennett.
DVS one.
Pete from Hardwax.
Jeff Mills.
Wow. Wow.
Gemini.
Yeah, I'd have to say Gemini.
Oh,
Because techno, you have dark ambient, you have light ambient.
Yes, that's
You have
true.
club techno, you have brooding dark techno.
Oh my god. There are always 2 signs, 3 signs. There's a moon sign, there's the zodiac.
Next question.
You do like your squats, and then you like bounce your arms, and then you like point at people.
It took me a while to learn to dance on it because it was really fast, wasn't so sexy.
This is how I want to dance to techno.
You remember that scene in the Blues Brothers where they're in the church and the people were doing the flips down the aisle? That's how you dance to techno.
Well, all right. That is in my house for tonight. Y'all got that knowledge from 6'4". He was spitting that game for real. He wasn't holding back and wasn't sugarcoating the damn thing, man. Anyway, thanks again for him being on the show, still hanging out. You know, they come in the crib. They don't leave right away. They hang out a little bit just to see what's going on. But shout out to my Facebook fans and Twitter followers. And I want to say thank you for real to the Facebook fans. Do you know the Facebook? I'm excited. We got almost 4,000 hits this week. I am hot to death on that. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thanks to Hump the Grinder over there working multiple cameras, timekeeper and all. My UMD intern over there, Shannon Parsons, working the social media network for me, popping up the camera in the studio every blue moon and two. To my family, to my sons, I ain't gonna call all y'all names, I got too many, but you know who you are. I love y'all too. And all my short supporters. See, I need to learn how to rap. And Deformer, thanks again for, putting that mix together on a short note. Thank you. So, set your alerts for next week when Mr. Brian Piccolo will be here to share his stories about his days with 2 of Detroit's hottest dance shows, The Scene and The New Dance Show, plus a little bit more. So until next Wednesday, this is T. Carlita, live from Detroit. And as usual, we're keeping the wheels spinning. See ya!